It's confession time. Hands up those of you who will actually admit to feeling a little bit silly and even giddy in December. I thought so. When the 1st of December strikes, many of us get that warm and fuzzy feeling and merrily wear that seasonal ear-to-ear grin. It feels good, doesn't it? But did you guys also have this notion of how picture perfect and idealistic occasions like Christmas and highlights in your life should be? Or was that just me? Allow me to take you back to a Saturday morning in December 2010. It was our annual family visit to Mr. Santa Claus, all dressed up to the nines and ready to impress with our "I've been good all year" Santa letter. I wasn't about to admit that I actually could have done better. Now, my son Johnny was almost 4, and up onto Santa's lap he climbed to say hi. I asked the photographer to please take our photo real quick, because as we know, time is of the essence when there's a youngster in your presence. They are capable of anything. What happened next was not on my 2010 vision board. The man in red jumped and squealed. It was then that I realized my little Johnny had peed on Santa's knees. Typically, this happened just before the photographer got to say cheese. This wasn't how it was meant to be. But this and many more incidents were not enough for me to let go of the vision of how picture perfect everything in my life should be. No, I needed to suffer just a little bit more. So it wasn't until 2018 when I finally threw away my rose-tinted glasses for good. My children grew up in South Africa, and this was our first year living back in Ireland. And I dreamt of sharing with them the excitement of going to choose our own first real Christmas tree. You see, in South Africa, we went to the forest and we chose a beautiful big branch, spray painted it white and decorated it. That was our Christmas tree. But it was the scent of the fresh cones, the pines richly colored green, that I wanted them to experience. Like for me growing up here was such a great memory. So we went to Athenry to choose our own tree. It was lashing rain, freezing cold, and howling wind. Well, this is Galway on the wild Atlantic Way and not a hot and sunny South African bay. But the miserable sods, my kids, they couldn't give a damn about my dream. They said they would rather take a dip in the nip in the icy cold sea than go and pick a tree with me. That's it, I said, I'm done. Lesson learned, finally. It only took 46 years to let go of my dreams and expectations of how perfect things should, could, or ought to have been. It's so liberating. There's no more pressure, and I feel so free. So it is my wish for you to take a little tip from me, to try to let go, drop the expectations of outcomes, just let them go and try to live life more in the flow. For it's the unpredictability of life is where the fun and excitement lie. And to embrace and enjoy, that's what I try. And maybe you would like to join me in doing this too. So all that is left for me to say, my dear we can and we will family, is for you to raise your arms up high and give a cheer, for Christmas season is here.